Brain-computer interfaces. That's our topic today.
In the future, you will be able to save and replay memories.
We are doing science, we are not doing science fictions, you know?
The future is going to be weird.
The human brain is an intricate organ. Scientists say they found ways to use brain-computer interface, or BCI technology, to interact with it, by, for example, inserting an implant. What is it like to tamper with the brain? We spoke to someone who has experience with it. Wu Xiaotian has been suffering from depression for over 16 years. But he believes he's all fine now, thanks to an implant in his brain. When the device started working, he said it went beyond his wildest expectations.
一瞬间感觉哇，曾经的那个少年又回来了。
He shows us how he can manually change his emotional state. This app commands a hub implanted in his chest, which then modulates the electrical stimulations in his brain.
OK， 就这两个程序，一个是程序1，程序2。程序1呢，我称之为休息模式；程序2是我称之为工作模式。就程序2其实它的效果就是说是抗抑郁。
程序1不代表就是说你把它关掉，
不是关，
进入另外一种模式。
试过关，关的话就直接按照这个就可以了。确定要关闭司机，确定我就立马就进入到一种以前就是在做手术之前的那种状态，比这个难受多了。我跟你说啊。 就感觉就是心悸马上就降下来了，这叫做或者休息模式。说实话，我只想睡觉，那这么说，那半个小时之后再见嘛。
We'll wait for him for half an hour.
Wu is one of 23 patients who received the implant last year under a clinical trial at Shanghai's Ruijin Hospital. His story attracted a mixture of amazement and horror on the internet. But above the fray, Wu is loving his new life. The only decoration in his rented home is a poster of Iron Man, his personal hero.
钢铁侠，我觉得就是说是通过科技来让自己变得更强，我觉得这是一种超能力。
While it is encouraging new technology is being used to help people, ethical questions that in the past only existed in science fiction now seem to be entering real life. In May, a research paper exploring the ethical implications of BCI technology was published in China. We spoke to one of the authors, who explained the risks the technology could pose.
一种呢，就是对人体的一些损伤呀，植入这些东西对未来正常组织结构的一种破坏。
But most of the future risks identified in the report have, in a way, already been explored by sci-fi movies.
Issue number 1, Medical Safety, a theme explored in the film Ghost in the Shell. It introduces a fictional disease, where brain implants cause tissue damage in the head, threatening an entire society of people with cyber brains.
And inside is the system is very harsh, require sophisticated electronic, and because the body rejects this is well known.
Issue number 2, Privacy Risks. You literally have wires in your brain that retrieve data. In the movie The Matrix, machines have access to human thoughts, memories, and personal information, giving them control of a virtual reality.
如何保护？谁能够有权使用或者调用？那这就是未来可能面临的一个挑战。
Then there is the issue of involuntary decisions, which refers to incapacitated patients being connected to BCI. The next issue on the list is the question of who is responsible for the action of a person connected to the technology.
脑子的信号是他的， 处理的过程是另外一拨人的，那么去执行的是另外一套的设备。那么在这个环节这个过程中间，究竟谁是在里边主导的？这是个全属的分析。
An extreme example. In the movie Upgrade, the protagonist discovers that his implant has its own agenda and can take over his body and commit violence.
I control your hands, Gray.
No, don't.
Who is ultimately responsible? Is it the person whose body is being controlled, or the intelligence embedded in his implant?
Did you ever feel like your emotions being controlled, like some internet comments are saying?
正好有回复一下很多网友的一些疑惑，你会不会被人远程操控啊？那你这个东西，其实越简单的东西它越安全啊。首先它这个东西，它这个脑机结构，它这个核心装置它是不联网的，我需要一个物理的一个操作，没有这么夸张，现在的技术也没有这么厉害，对。
Last but not least, the proliferation of brain-computer interface could have huge societal implications. Experts say most current applications aim to make up for lost functions in people with disability. But there will come a point where BCI can be used in human enhancements.
就跟我们打游戏一样，你有外挂，你有设备，我们俩是不是个公平的竞争？谁应该增强，在什么时候给谁增强，就是个社会的公平分配的问题，跟我们的财富一样了。
Indeed, it's horrifying to imagine a scenario like in the movie Elysium, where technology exacerbates social disadvantage on a mass scale, and the rich have monopolized access to technology that the poor can only dream of.
I know thinking about these ideas can be overwhelming, but could the hypothetical scenarios be happening anytime soon? Well, probably not.
复杂的关于我的思想啊，我的内部的一些想法，现在除非他刻意的去做，但是真正我们去读取那些静态的保持在脑袋里边的信息，现在呢还实现不了。但是这些信息就在那里，所以5年时间再去分析，可能就是分析出不一样的东西来。
Not only is today's BCI unable to read your thoughts, it can't do much to control them either. For example, many of the existing BCI treatments for epilepsy and depression rely on a decades-old procedure called deep brain stimulation. While smart interfaces allow people to better modulate the stimulation, the implants cannot control how other parts of the brain behave.
Try to find solution with something we cannot really grasp is very, very complex, as you know.
But in time, BCI technology might go beyond just a tech and medical concept and become a social issue that requires citizens and policymakers to tread more carefully.